Candice Bass-Robinson joins us to take us through her runners for Splash Out Cape Derby Day, a day we're all looking forward to, and specifically a very good race. But let's start off with race one, Candice. You got Barcelona with Elder up. He seems to be coming down in the ratings.
Yes, Vicky, he's always there and thereabouts, just, never quite gets there in that top company. So coming down in the ratings is probably what he needs. I've freshened him up quite nicely for this race. I think he probably runs his best races running fresh. It's a very open, competitive little field. I think, obviously coming down in the weights and with a nice pace on, he certainly could have a money chance there.
Hammy's Hero, he seems to enjoy the sprint or the shorter trips.
Yeah, he definitely is, a sprinting type, and, we ran him in that 1600 last time just due to the fact, due to circumstances. I didn't really want to run him there, but anyway, it just worked out that as far as tickets were concerned and things, we gave it a bash. And back to the sprinting trip, I just hope that I've got him back enough in time after that run. He's always works pretty well at home, and he certainly will go a lot better this time. If I've got him fresh enough back for a sprint, he certainly would have a chance there, but it just all depends as to whether I have him at his best.
Schweppes Cape Oaks, it's a listed event. You've got Gold Poker Game, a really nice type of filly, and obviously enjoys the trip.
Yeah, very nice filly, Vicky, and she's a big, tall, rangy filly, and she's improving all the time, and I think she'll still improve more as she gets a bit older and a bit stronger. I think she'll enjoy the trip. Small field, we didn't get the best of draws, but I don't think that's too much of a problem with such a small field. Obviously she's got one or two to beat there. She'll have the filly that beat her last time again to beat, and obviously Glenn's filly I think was a little bit unlucky last time. She's definitely the highest rated filly in the field, so competitive little race, but certainly I would include her.
Gordon's Gin Prix Cup, it's a grade 3. Give Me Lassie, you've got Keegan aboard.
Yeah, Give Me Lassie, she's also, just off those top fillies. She's been a little bit shin sore, so I haven't raced her too much on the firm going this season, but she comes in quite nicely weighted here. She's doing well at home, and she has got the ability. Obviously it's very tough for all of us to be taking on Captain's Ransom, but she's doing well, and certainly a money chance.
Santa Maria has proved that she's capable and has the ability.
Yeah, she has, definitely, and I think looking for this trip now, I think the sprints towards the end of the season start getting a little bit on the short side I think she's crying out for this sort of trip. She looks outstanding at the moment and working very well, so again, I think she'll run well, but Captain's Ransom was a tough nut to crack, and probably the same with going up. She won well over the 1400 last time. She enjoys that trip. Again, also doing well, and all my fillies I think will run well, but tough little race.
Race for the Bloodstock South Africa Sales Cup. It's the one for the fillies, well represented here. We'll start off with Captivate, Sean Viola.
Yeah, Vicky, I think she's probably a little bit off these top fillies as well, and looking for a bit further possibly. So I thought she qualifies for the race. She may as well take her chances, but I think might be a little bit strong for her, and she is looking for further.
Kalami Girl, Aldo's aboard her.
Yeah, a very nice debut from her. She just didn't quite get up on the post, just a little bit green, but she ran on very nicely. She's a lovely filly. I think a lot of her at home, and obviously only her second start, and she takes on stronger company than what she did last time, but she certainly, I think, will run well, and I think she'll have a good chance.
The Charleston steps up to the 1200.
Yeah, she won impressively last time. I certainly think she should get the 1200. She shows quite a bit of speed. Hard to choose between my two. I think the other filly is possibly, more scopy filly, has got more scope and shows more ability than what the Charleston does. But up until now, she's done nothing wrong, the Charleston. So certainly will have a chance as well.
The City of Cape Town Good Hope Nursery, you've got the two runners, Grant Fanikax aboard Winter Cloud.
I've got the two fillies we're taking on the boys. I think the fillies are quite capable at this stage of doing this. Both my fillies, Winter Cloud and Distant Winter, there's not a lot between them, I don't think. I gave Aldo the choice, and he chose Distant Winter. I'm not sure that he's chosen the right one, but as I say, there's not a lot of between them at home. Winter Cloud, she won very impressively, her maiden. She's nice and strong at the moment. 1200 I think should be perfect for her. She might just at this stage prefer the 1000 meters, but I still think that she should get the 12 pretty well enough. The other filly, it was a good run from her on Met Day against the Colts in that feature race. She was running on strongly. She was a little bit tight on the fence. I think she probably could have finished closer than what she has, and she seems to have come on from that. So both fillies are doing well, and as I say, there's not a lot to choose between them. Whether or not, as I say, they pick the right ones, I'm not sure.
In the Splash Out Cape Derby, you've got Charles Dickens. We don't have to ask you about his ability, but distance-wise, how are you feeling?
Yeah, Vicky, obviously, he goes the trip for the first time. I think he should get the trip. I certainly think that he should be good enough to get the trip in his own age group at this stage. He looks magnificent at the moment. He's really working well. I don't even want to say there's concerns, but I mean, I've got him quite well and fresh. I think if I had him in a mile on Saturday, I think, he really would show that devastating turn of foot that he has. So, yeah, he's, as I say, he's doing really well at the moment. I think he should get the 2,000 metres. I'm looking forward to his run on Saturday, and he's drawn nicely. And so if things go his way, obviously it must be a big run and must have a big shot. So I'm very happy with his progress, with his prep going into the race, and as I say, I look forward to seeing him on Saturday.
Race 9, the Kaya Stables Diadem Stakes, Trip of Fortune, obviously nice type of horseback down the 1200.
Yeah, unfortunately his run in the Queen's Plate, he got a virus prior to that, and there was just not enough time to get him back to where he was. Seems to be back where he is now, and he's fresh and well at the moment. I still think a mile is probably his best trip, but I think for where he is in his prep, I opted to run him in the 1200 instead of the mile. So he's fresh and well, and as I say, he's looking magnificent at the moment. So I would definitely include him. I definitely think he's got a big chance.
Mr. Cobbs, we know he loves the 1,000 metres, but he's always a game campaigner.
Yeah, geez, and he's been doing so well. Vicky's had a wonderful season. I mean, it was just very disappointing that he didn't get into the Cape Flying Championship, especially going into that race. He'd beaten all those horses in that little non-black type feature, and then, you don't get a run in the Cape Flying after being run up last year. Was a bit annoying, to say the least. So, yeah, unfortunately, we now have to settle for this race, which is a 12, not always his best trip. The 12 1,000 is definitely his best trip, but he's doing exceptionally well. He looks nice and fresh and well at the moment, so I don't know, we'll just have to see as to how he gets to 12. But I think if he can put in that sort of run that he has his last start, then he shouldn't be too far off them.
Fire Ellie, he's such a lovely horse, always has that wonderful pace and brilliant action.
Yeah, he's one of the nicest horses to train. He goes any trip, he's honest as the day is long, he's always works well, he's a healthy, he never leaves a note. He's just a lovely horse to train. I've opted to put him in the 12. It was also between the mile and the 12, and he drew very wide in the mile, and it ended up being a big field, and I just thought, it's going to be tough for him because he likes to race up handy over the mile. It's going to be tough for him to have to chase up there and do that. So I've got him back in a sprint. He won his last sprint that he had, which was quite some time ago. He won pretty comfortably. So we'll take our chances. I've kept his work to sprint work, and I've tried to freshen him up as best as I can. A little bit of an unknown for me in this calibre of field over the 1200, but as I say, he's never too far off them.
Thank you very much, Candice. All the best.
Pleasure, thank you.
There you go. That's Candice taking us through a runners for Splash Out Cape Derby Day, and looking forward to Charles Dickens. As Candice said, she's got him well, and the prep is good. Looking forward to it. It's going to be an absolutely outstanding into what has been a wonderful Cape summer season.